Good afternoon. Welcome to Harbor Wildcat Stadium with another matchup between the Central Warriors and the Southwest Cougars. I'm Joey McCaskin on play-by-play. I've got my color man, Rob, here next to me. Rob, say hello to the people.
Hey, good afternoon out there, everybody. Ready for a good night of football.
So we've got two games coming at you tonight. We've got the 8th grade teams, and then after that, directly following will be the 9th grade teams for both Southwest and Central going to be competing. Rob, what do you think about tonight's matchup? This is a classic rivalry here in the city of Springdale.
It is, and a lot of times the record goes out the window when it comes to Southwest and Central. They're both going to be all amped up and ready to go. There's two pretty good 8th grade teams on the field right there.
Yeah, it's super excited. One of the things I always love to see, you see these great performances by both of these teams. You see these athletes out here. We know that for years to come they're going to be going to Harbor at some day and matching up and getting us a quality high school team here in the city. So it's exciting.
Absolutely.
So we're here to kick off. We've got Banks Dyer for Central going to be kicking off to the Southwest Cougars. A little kick short. It's going to be bounced and going to be covered up by number 13, Luis Zamarano. So Zamarano on the small kick there. Rob, talk a little bit about both of these offenses and what we're going to see out of them tonight.
I think they're very, very similar. A lot of times they're almost mirror images of one another. I do believe that Central may go double-double one back and throw the ball a little bit more than Southwest. Southwest, you'll probably see that gun eye with twins to one side, one to the other. They've got, in the warm-ups, look like their quarterbacks were doing pretty good throwing that ball around, though.
So it looks like it's going to be number 12, Gavin Connor, back at quarterback for the Cougars. So Connor's going to be in the shotgun. Takes a snap and hands it off straight up the middle to, looks like number
Victor Gomez, 21.
21, Victor Gomez right up the middle. So Gomez gains about 3 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
That's a little off-tackle G-fold play right there. That's pretty neat.
So for the Cougars, we've got lined up at wide receiver, number 2, John Amon, number 11, Joshua Chico. And snap and handoff, and it's going to be met in the backfield by a group of Warriors. So great disruption on the play there. Rob, what did you see on that one?
I think you hit the nail on the head when you said disruption. They tried to run a little counter play. The center's going to block back. Guard and tackle are going to double down on that 3 technique. And Central's offense or defensive line just went in there and disrupted all that blocking. And did they lose a little bit of yardage there?
It looks like it, maybe right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 8 now instead of 2nd and 7. So lost a yard on the play. Connor's going to be in the shotgun.
Central in that 3-3 odd stack with 3 safeties.
Connor looks to throw, pulls it back down. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket. It looks like number 7's going to meet him there. Ione Samuel is the one that gets him down at the end. So great play by the Warriors. Going to put the Southwest Cougars at 4th down and put them way behind the chains. So it looks like they're going to bring out the punt team.
Boy, number 7, Samuel, just flew in there. He's got a lot. He closes fast.
Absolutely. Speed, something you can't teach. These kids have it at this age, and when they do have it, they make a difference out there on the field.
I was watching the Raiders play the other night, and I was impressed by how much speed they've picked up in the offseason. They've got speed everywhere out there.
Yeah, nice young team. Looked really good out there with that new stadium. It's amazing some of these stadiums getting built. So Central punts. Looks like Gomez with the punt. It's going to come down here to Central and going to be fielded by
Serrano,
number 23, Serrano. And he gets
block.
out the outside, and he's going to be gone. Touchdown, Warriors.
Number 5, Jackson Conley, gave a block right there that really caused that to go all the way to the end zone. It was a devastating block.
We do have a late flag on the play down near the 10-yard line. So it looks like being brought to about the 6-yard line. Going to be a hold against Central. So it looks like they are going to bring this back. Not be a touchdown, but Central's going to have nice field position.
I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't a flag on that crack block that Jackson had right there. The AAA's really cut down on that when you're blocking behind the play. Even though it's not clipping, your head's in front of the numbers and everything. If you block somebody when the play is going by, they tend to throw that flag now.
Certainly. All levels of football trying to make sure that we're concerned with the safety of these young men out there more than ever.
Oh, yeah, and that's something that's been really heightened in the last 10 years is safety for the players, not just equipment, but with the rules.
Definitely. So, with that said, Aidan Evans is going to take over for the Warriors. Going to be in shotgun, empty backfield. I apologize. He does have a up back Leo Bradley in the fullback position. Evans takes a snap, a little high. He's going to fire over to Tate Beam, number 8. So,
Just
big,
a quick 5-yard hitch.
Yeah, big, tall Tate Beam there, able to bring that one down and gain a little yardage there on first down. So,
classic case of just taking what they give you. They're going to give you that cushion, run 5 yards, sit down, and take that hitch.
So Evans in shotgun again. He's got 4 wide receivers out. Surveys the field, see what he's got, and looks like we do have a defensive.
Yep, encroachment by the Southwest Cougars on that. They got drawn offside.
So at what point, Coach, there, as far as getting into the neutral lane, are you allowed to do as a defensive player as opposed to there getting the flag for encroachment?
At this level, there's no tolerance at all. I mean, pre-snap, if you line up with your head in the airspace over there, then, for offense or defense, they'll throw that flag.
Okay, makes sense. So that's going to give Central a first down, about the 7-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from the 7. So Evans in shotgun.
I'd look at a post flag up on the top by number 5 right here.
Looks like it. Or it's going that direction. It's going to be to number 2, Hayden Wood. Wood bobbles a little bit, able to concentrate and bring it back down. And now it's going to be second and goal from the 1. So Wood able to concentrate there and make that catch.
Very good. That's a classic post flag over the top and a 5-yard hitch underneath. Quarterback's going to read the corner on that. If the corner drops back to help cover that 7 underneath, he's going to take the hitch. If he squats, he's going to throw it to that post flag on top.
So Evans got Serrano in the backfield this time. He's going to be in shotgun still. He's going to hand it off to Serrano. Serrano's getting around a couple players. He's going to stretch out, and looks like they're going to get him down at about the half-yard line. So going to be third and goal from about, looks like, 2 feet out. So
yeah, I think you spotted that one just right. Southwest, with their back against the wall, did a good job coming up to make that tackle and hold on for dear life.
So with 3:30 to go in the first quarter, big third down here for the Warriors in the red zone. Third and goal. It's going to snap, hand off to Serrano, and Serrano's going to march in untouched. So touchdown Warriors with 3:20 to go in the first quarter. So, Coach, looks like that was a case of if it doesn't work the first time, let's run it again.
Exactly. It was just a classic power play. We're going to, block down with the play side guard and tackle. Going to pull that backside guard around, and Serrano just hooked up right behind him like a little choo-choo train and ran it in for a touchdown.
So Central lines up for, looks like they're going to go.
They're going to go for 2.
So Aidan Evans in the shotgun with Serrano to his right. He's going to look to pass. He's going to throw it out to Wood. Wood's going to take the inside lane and fight forward, and looks like he has it. So a great 2-point conversion there by the Warriors, and Central's going to go up 8-0 with 3:20 to go in the first quarter. So quick score there by the Warriors. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back here in 30 seconds with more Central Warrior football.
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online.
All right, we're back here at Harbor Wildcat Stadium with the
lindsaymanagement.com.
matchup between the Southwest Cougars and the Central Warriors. Central goes up 8-0 with 3:20 to go. Coach Rob Wright next to me. Coach, this matchup's very familiar to you. You spent some time as a coach over at Southwest over the years.
I did. I was fortunate to be in that facility for about 20 years, and in 17 of that being Coach Bruce Matthews' assistant. I was like the world's oldest assistant. I enjoyed every bit of it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Any opportunity to get out there and, get with these young men and teach them some life lessons along with football, I'm sure you enjoyed it. So.
Oh, I learned life lessons from them and Coach Matthews as well. It's very fortunate.
Certainly. So Central with the kickoff. Almost no return there by the Cougars, but it's going to give them the ball at the 27-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. So we're going to see what the Warriors can do this time around on defense. See how things look against Southwest.
They've got twins to the bottom of the screen, single up top,
looks
two
like
backs backfield.
Cash Wilson in at quarterback, and he's going to hand it off to Gomez. Gomez going to run to the far side and get tackled by a couple of different, looks like number 5, Jackson Conley there again, and number 80, Charles Weber. So there is a flag on the play.
Central did a good job stringing that play out horizontally. Southwest trying to run the sweep here and there, try to get those big guys on the defensive line of Central to get a little bit gassed. But Central, good pursuit.
It looks like the flag was picked up, so that's going to make it 2nd and 9. Cash Wilson in at quarterback now. He's going to hand off to Gomez. Gomez is going to go up the middle, gain about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to put him about 5 yards to go for the first down.
Diego Gomez is coming up on that one to make the stop for Central. You know, he's not the tallest kid on the field, but he's like a fire hydrant. He's solid.
So number 7, Wilson, in at quarterback, in at shotgun. He's got Gomez next to him in the backfield. 3 wide receiver set.
Try to draw him off sides on 3rd and short. Good disciplined defense by Central.
So the play is called in from sidelines after the attempt to draw off sides. He's going to catch it, snap it, hand it off to Gomez, straight up the middle again, and this time he's going to be met by number 42. That's Jackson Rhodes on the tackle. So great tackle there near the line of scrimmage for Rhodes. That's going to bring up about 4th and 3, 4th and 2. So we'll see if looks like the offense is going to stay out there at 4th and 2, Coach.
And Coach Jones is over there on Central sideline saying, play smart, don't jump off sides. Double one back by Southwest. Tried to draw him off sides. Good job by Central staying home.
So high snap, Wilson takes it down. He's going to throw a snap and incomplete. The pass was intended for Victor Gomez out of the backfield. Gomez looked that time, Coach, to start running before he caught it.
I think so. It hit him right in the numbers, and he fought that thing off like a ball of snakes.
So we're going to see a turnover on down. Central's going to take over about the 37-yard line, so good field position for Coach Jones and the Warriors today. So real quick, we want to talk a little bit about this Central media team we have here, this AV tech class that Miss Wright puts on. Dana Wright does a great job with all these kids. Everything you're hearing tonight, with the exception of our 2 voices, is everything you're seeing is student-led production. So we've got students behind the desk here doing production. We've got students doing the cameras. So throughout the night, we'll give you some of those names and give props to this awesome class that we have the opportunity for these kids to take. So back to the action on the field. We have Evans in the shotgun, takes the pass, looking to throw. Cross the middle, going to be complete to number 19, Luke Aldham. Going to go in for a touchdown. So touchdown Warriors with 24 seconds to go in the first quarter. Aldham all alone takes in the pass and hauls it down for a touchdown.
That was an excellent play call right there. They saw some of the tendencies that Southwest had on play action there. They have 3 safeties on the field. That middle safety bites down pretty hard when there's any kind of PA. And they ran a skinny post over the top of that as a touchdown.
So great pass and catch there by Central. And looks like they are going to go for 2. So late run on. Looks like number Evans is going to pass. Throw it up. It's going to be a little high. So
a little bit high. That one had me fooled. That was just a great RPO. It was hard to tell if he was going to run it or pull it out and throw it.
So with the incompletion is going to be 14-0. Central up with 24 seconds to go in the first. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here in 30 seconds with Central Warrior football.
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
Welcome back to Harbor Wildcat Stadium. We've got the Central Warriors versus the Southwest Cougars in a rivalry game. Central up 14-0 with 24 seconds. Central going to kick off to the Southwest Cougars here. So Banks Dyer's back, 8th grader with the kick. It's going to be up and going to be fielded by Southwest at about the 19. Going to look for a lane right up the middle, and he's going to be met there at the 30 by a couple different players.
I think that was number 2, John Amon, for Southwest on the return. It was a little directional kick. They kicked it over to the left the first time. This time they kicked it over to the right. But Coach Jones does a good job of feeling out, not just throwing haymakers even on special teams. He's going to find his holes, and then he'll remember that when he really has to do something special.
So Coach Jones, Coach Watson, Coach Broderick Green down there on the sidelines. It's our 8th grade coaches. They do a great job with this 8th grade program and have really taken the reins over the last couple of years of we changed to this type of system where we have 8th grade playing completely separate of the 9th grade most nights. They've done a good job in making sure that these guys are prepared week in and week out.
Well, it's an inner city, Springdale versus Springdale type schedule here for tonight. That's the reason the 8th it's like old school. You got your 8th and 9th grade on the same night.
I like it. It seems like the way things should be to me, but they don't ask my opinion on most things. So
it feels more natural that way. It seems like it gets more people in the stands. One thing though, the good part about having one game on a Monday and one on a Thursday is it gets the kids home earlier. They're not out so late. They have homework to do. They got stuff to do, and it gets them in the house a little bit quicker.
Certainly, I've talked on here before. I look down there on the Central side. A lot of those kids are in my, advanced physical science class, which they're getting a high school credit for. So they need to get home and do that homework and make sure that they're getting A's and B's in that class because it's going to appear on their high school transcript. So
Joey, were you one of those teachers that would load them up on homework on game night, or would you have a little compassion?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I typically don't load them up with much homework most nights anyways. Most studies show that homework doesn't do much for student retention, but certainly not on game nights. So
Southwest with trips on top, single down low.
Looks like they got Connor back in at quarterback now, so kind of a difference between the two. Connor and Cash Wilson going back and forth at quarterback. So interesting to see who gets most of the snaps tonight. So 2nd and 7 on the 34 for the Southwest Cougars. Gavin Connor gets the play in, gets his lineman set up. 4 wide receivers set. Gomez in the backfield with him. And a rush from the outside.
Well, ISO right up the middle. Southwest got away with the false start right there. Number 5 got a little early jump on it, but the official didn't call anything.
So quarterback there actually threw a good block on the outside cornerback that was blitzing. Quarterback was able to throw a block that time and give his running back a little bit more room. So 3rd and 2 on the 39 with 6:57 to go in the first half. So we'll see what Southwest can do here. Try to get this first down almost to midfield. So Connor looks to throw. Going to throw a quick out to number 5, complete.
Isaiah Pointer.
So Pointer's going to be
late flag.
Be interesting to see what that late flag is. I didn't see anything. But
I didn't either. Maybe it was, piling on a little bit at the end. It's still going to be a first down regardless. Oh, Southwest offensive coordinator Michael Upton down there doing a good job putting a drive together. And Michael used to play for me years ago at Southwest, and he was money as a receiver. He throw it anywhere in town, and he would go get it.
I really like to see in Springdale schools when these kids that grew up in the school system and played in the school system come back and are able to be coaches here. I think it takes on another level, another meaning for what Springdale athletics and Springdale schools are all about.
Well, our athletic director does a good job of trying to keep it local like that. It just adds a sense of pride to it, ownership.
Certainly. So Connor takes a snap. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it himself. He's going to run forward for about 6 yards. So Nice little RPO there for the quarterback coach.
Oh, number 56 for Central, Quinn Napolitano, came on a fire blitz from the outside edge. And I don't know how he kept from making that tackle in the backfield. He was screaming in there. I see number 13 in the trips set up there for Southwest. That number 13 reminds me of Nick Buchanan. That was his number. Whoever's wearing that 13's got some big shoes to fill from Nick. He was something special.
Be Luis Zamorano. We did call Luis's name earlier on a kickoff return, so he's probably got some speed to him. So
Southwest tried to go on the hard count to get him to jump off sides because it's less than 5 yards to go on second down.
So Southwest's going to think about it. It's second down and 3. We're going to stay here. We're not going to take a commercial break just yet because we want to talk to you about this AV Tech class that I mentioned already. We're going to shout out to some of these students here. As always, my head producer and head director today is Carter Wittenberg and Isabella Davis. Those two do a great job week in and week out. Tonight they're actually taking a step back and letting 2 others produce and direct, and that's Myra Arahu and Chloe Stone, both on our board behind us. So those 2 are getting us in and out of commercial breaks, making sure the cameras are in the right place, and doing everything it takes. So we appreciate their work. On our cameras tonight for the 8th grade game, we've got Justin Thomas and Will Wheat. And then on camera 2, I've got Aaron Alexander and Michaela Glass. So once again, all these kids doing a great job presenting this football game for you at home or if you're watching this at a later date. So, Coach, back to action on the field.
A little spot pass, not really a screen, just they're throwing it to the trip side. They threw it to the number 2 receiver in the middle, and the number 1 and number 3 went out and blocked. I'm impressed on both sides of the offense, Central and Southwest. It's hard, especially at this level, to throw those little quick passes accurately. I mean, those kids just have to flip their hips and chunk it out there, and both teams have done that well tonight.
So the quick pass has got them to 3rd and 2. So we'll see what the Cougars can do here out of the shotgun.
Try to draw them off sides. Coach Upton is doing everything he can to try to put the Southwest Cougars in a good position. And Central's just stay in the course, just like they do. Very disciplined defense.
So gonna hand off. Met in the backfield. It's like number 51, Holden Shaw, able to get in the backfield and disrupt that play. So great play there on defense by Shaw. So it's gonna bring up 4th down, 4th and about 5. I think 14-0 early in the second. They're still going to go for it.
Yeah, that's kind of is in the middle there. It's in no man's land. You don't want to. This would be a good place for a fake punt.
So Smith is in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers out. Gomez in the backfield. Going to take the snap a little high. He's looking to throw. Pass is complete.
Slant.
Once again, first down to Isaiah Pointer. So Pointer with a 2nd reception on the night gets them for a first down.
That's one of my favorite pass plays, and it's most simple. It's just a quick slant. Your primary target is your inside receiver running a hard slant, and if that outside linebacker plays inside leverage on him, then you automatically switch your eyes to the number 1 on that slant, and that's exactly what happened, first down.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars on the 22-yard line. Getting close to red zone territory. Connor Smith barking out some plays. Snap. He's going to hand off this time up the middle to Gomez. He's met by a couple of different Warriors. It's like number 7, Ione Samuel, number 3, Hayden Parker, a couple others there on the tackle. So
Ione's very active on defense.
Yeah, certainly. He's one of those names we've called multiple times over the last couple of weeks. It seems to always be around the ball one way or another. So
he's going to be a player. Look, Samuel really fills out those shoulder pads well. That number 7 looks good stretched on his chest a little bit.
All right. Connor Smith is going to look to the sidelines, changing the play up a little bit after seeing the defense.
Got to keep an eye on that play clock. We're down to 9-8 seconds now.
Well, snap is up. It's high, and ball is on the ground. couple of different fight for the ball, and it's going to go to the Warriors. So the Warriors are going to take over on the fumble there by Gomez, or bad exchange between the two, and Warriors going to take over first down on the 20-yard line. So
that may be the first miscue for the Southwest Cougars tonight, but you know, the Centrals, they're always ready to pounce on a miscue. They're like a python ready to constrict at any time.
So Warriors take over, 1st and 10 on the 21 with 2:45 to go in the second quarter. And, you know, Central did come off their 8th grade team coming off a loss this week. That's kind of new territory for them. But I'm glad that Coach Jones got them out there playing hard. High snap. Aidan Evans going to get it and look to go, but he's going to be met in the backfield and be a huge loss. So
they go number 50, Fernando Rodriguez. Getting in there, number 9 for Southwest, Jesus Nolasco on the tackle. That might be the first miscue for Central tonight also. A little airmail over the head on the snap.
That was something that, you know, Coach Jones talked about. He wanted to improve going into this game compared to the last game where they did suffer a loss, was just getting those errors, those little miscues, the little things on offense that you could do to just make sure that you're sustaining drives out there. Starting 2nd and 22 is not a way to sustain a drive usually.
No, not at all.
2nd and 22. How much are you looking to get back here on 2nd down, Coach?
Oh, if you could get about 8 yards of it, then that puts you a little more manageable to screen. If you were to screen right now, everybody's expecting it.
So passes out, complete to Altum. He's going to be brought forward and gets some good yardage. Falls forward a little bit.
He got about 20 of it.
Yep, that was Luke Altum. So going to be timeout Central. So with 1:32 to go in the second quarter, we are going to take a quick commercial break. With 30 seconds, we'll be back here with Harbor Wildcat Stadium with Central Warrior football.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
All right, we're back here at Harbor Wildcat Stadium with the matchup between the Cougars and Warriors. Warriors up 14-0 with a minute and a half to go in the second quarter. So Joey McCassin on play-by-play. I've got Coach Rob Wright here doing color and giving us some great analysis of these players on the field. Aidan Evans in shotgun, going to look to throw. Throw's going to be high and intercepted. Number 12 for Southwest gets it that time. Gavin Connor, so quarterback helping himself out, getting the ball, and Southwest going to take back over where they lost it, about the same spot.
Well, a quarterback certainly can't throw a pass to himself, but he can pick another one's off also.
So good job there from Connor. And
I think he kind of intercepted that one in self-defense. If he hadn't put his hands up, it might be sticking in his face mask right now.
So a little miscue from Evans from the Warriors gave Southwest a great field position. They're going to start with the fresh downs here where they lost the ball about a minute and a half ago. So it's going to be number 7, Cash Wilson in at quarterback. He's going to have Gomez in. He's going to hand it off to Gomez. Going to be straight up the middle. Gets about 3 yards. They're going to give him forward progress about 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
Southwest
with 1:14 to go.
Southwest has settled in on this little trips 3-by-1 package because that takes another linebacker out of the box, and they essentially have one in the box. And then they've just been, running it with the inside ISO game with that. Not a bad idea, but we're 1 minute away from halftime, and I can guarantee you that Coach Jones will make an adjustment to stop that at half.
So Wilson's going to throw. This time he's met close to the line of scrimmage.
For maybe a loss, maybe.
Looks like they're going to give him right back to about the line of scrimmage,
but
a quick toss and catch, and Going to be timeout Warriors again. So with 43 seconds left to go in the first half, we're going to stay here. Coach, 43 seconds to go, 3rd and 9. What do you think come out of Southwest?
Well, first of all, I like what Coach Jones did. He could have just let the clock run and let Southwest just kind of run it out and take it to the house for halftime. But Coach Jones called a timeout. He's going to make Southwest play a little bit more. Maybe another opportunity for a pick six, fumble, pick it up and take it back. Southwest, if it were Coach Matthews, we would do what we can to run the clock out. But with Coach Upton, of course, he's a pupil of Coach Matthews also. I could see just a power up the middle.
All right. There's to say him being a former receiver, he might have a different offensive philosophy. He might want to go out there and throw the ball a little bit than receivers.
They do.
So
they like it.
So Cash Wilson's going to be in. He's got 4 wide receivers.
There's the adjustment. Central has 2 backers in the box, even though it's trips 3-by-1.
So Wilson looks to throw. He's going to throw deep, and the ball is out there and incomplete. Looks like a couple different Warriors there on the defense. Charles Weber was the one that had the best shot at it, and Weber kind of looked at it, said, no, I'm just going to let that one go, and we're going to play another down. So 4th and 9 here with 38 seconds to go. If they don't convert here, Coach, you're right about that timeout from Coach Jones. It gives them a little bit more opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So
another possession. There's just different schools of thought. Run it out or try to be a little bit aggressive. And you were right. Coach Upton put the ball in the air.
Wide receivers. I won't say they're divas, but they like the spotlight, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's entertaining, too. If you can do that without creating a turnover sometimes, these kids like to play. They have hours of practice every week. And just to be able to go out and play and enjoy it a little bit, it's worth it. And that's another way how you grow your program. You make a program look fun and enticing. Then you have kids in the middle school and elementary. They want to do that too. They want to have fun too. So it's all about marketing your program.
So they're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to stay here with 38 seconds to go in the first half, and we'll talk a little bit more about Springdale Athletics, Springdale Schools, putting this on. We say it every week. This is one of the only production teams, if not the only one in Arkansas, one of the only ones in the nation that's going to have putting on a team of students putting on an 8th grade football game. It's not something you see in a lot of different places. So I feel privileged to be a part of it. You've got some sponsor like Miss Wright, a teacher like Miss Wright, I should say, and the work that her and her kids put in the classroom to come out here and put this game on for you every week is something else. So, say thank you if you see her, if you know her. Say thank you for these kids and the work that they put in to be able to put this on YouTube and you guys be able to view it at home or just view it at a later date and get to see your kid, son, grandson play football at this level. It's a good thing. So we're excited that we have football in general this year. With 2020 being the year it is, we're excited that we're able to put this on for you even more so.
If it were me, I would just do a little New York kick here, let the quarterback kick it over their secondary's head. The official was wide open. He caught it. There was a sack, got it knocked out of Cash Wilson's hand.
I'm really confused on why the quarterback why the referee caught it there. It seemed like to me that was a fumble, but
it absolutely was a fumble.
That
was maybe a 6 the other way kind of fumble.
He's trying to say it was a incomplete pass or I don't know. I think his instinct just took in and he grabbed it out of the air, but he definitely should have let that one go. That should have been a central ball at about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, or scoop and score.
Yeah, or scoop and score for certain.
It was just reflex. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. The ball came right at him, and he put his hand up and caught it. In his mind, he was probably thinking, wow, that quarterback just got popped.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break with injured player out on the field. So we'll be back here with 33 seconds to go in the second quarter. We'll finish this first half after some words from our sponsors.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
All right, we're back here at Harbor Rockite Stadium with 33 seconds left on the clock. Central Warriors have taken over on downs. Aidan Evans is in shotgun. He's got Devin Williams, fast tailback there behind him. So, be a snap, and Evans rolls out to throw, and it's going to be a little high. Pass intended for number 2, Hayden Wood.
Still got time on the clock. They rolled out, try to avoid the pressure, and try to play the sideline. So if Hayden did catch the pass, he could quickly step out of bounds and stop the clock.
We've definitely seen Hunter Wood make that play a couple times on the other end. So 29 seconds to go, 14-0. The Warriors are up. Evans has Williams in the backfield with him.
Well, if Devin Williams, even though they're down their own 25 or so, if he were to get loose, he could take it to the house from anywhere on the field.
So Luke Alton with the reception. Looks like he picked it down close to the ground, but they say it's a complete pass. So we're going to believe him. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line.
I thought Coach Jones he had just a little bit of time burn off the clock there before they called timeout. He wanted them to go ahead and run another play and then save the timeout for the next play. But there was just a little bit of miscommunication going on out there.
So 11 seconds to go. We're going to stay here, and we'll discuss these teams. And, Coach, being a part of Southwest for years, talk a little bit about what it means when these two teams come together, and then more specifically, what happens when they get to Harbor.
Well, they're friends. Even though they go to different middle schools before they get to the junior high level. They've played baseball with one another. They've played AAU basketball with one another. The parents are all friends, but when it comes to this game, it's a very heated rivalry, as it was when Coach Hartsfield was at Central. With Coach Matthews and Hartsfield, everything was top notch there, whether it was the plays, the players, the coaches. But after the game, they're looking forward to being Wildcats at Harbor.
Certainly. So, as a member of the community and a teacher, it really excites me to see both these schools doing well over the years to lead up to Harbor. So, pass is incomplete, and a nice little toss there from Evans to Hayden Wood, just out of his hands. So, 7 seconds, going to bring up 4th down.
Hayden Wood does an excellent job of running to where the defense is not. If he needs to adjust his route, he finds the seams very well. He's watched his older brother long enough to see how he kind of gets in the flow of the game like that.
All right, Evans in the shotgun with 7 seconds to go. 4th and 10 here. Looks like they hand off to Williams. Williams trying to get to the outside, and he's got some speed. He gets up to the 40. He's got the first down across midfield to 50. He's going to be pushed out of bounds with zeros on the clock. So, Coach, you said it there with Williams, and he almost busted one there, but either way, it's going to be halftime. So the Warriors are going to go to halftime 14-0 over the Cougars, and we're going to stay here. We're going to have a performance by our Central Dance and Cheer team. The Central Dance and Cheer are going to perform for you for this 8th grade halftime, and then at 9th grade, the Southwest Cougars cheer and dance team are going to be out there performing. So we're going to keep the cameras to the field. We're going to put the cameras on the field and give you a image of the Central Dance team and Central Cheer. We'll be back here in about 8 minutes for the second half of Warrior football.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at mcclartydaniel.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, we're making it easier to see a healthcare provider. Book an appointment online with one of our primary care physicians, or walk right into any Northwest Health urgent care without an appointment. Online check-in for ER and urgent care visits saves your spot in line before you arrive. With options around the region and around the clock, the care you need has never been easier to find. At Northwest Health, we're taking your care in new directions. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com. At Northwest Health, we've made it easier to schedule a doctor's appointment. Online scheduling for our primary care physicians lets you make an appointment at any time from anywhere. It's the new way to book your next visit. mynorthwestanycare.com.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post. From downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door.
All right, we're back here at Harbor Wildcat Stadium where Central Warriors have just received the kickoff from the Southwest Cougars. Looks Looks like number 19, Luke Altum on the return. He's going to be back.
Welcome home.
Takes it back to about the 35-yard line.
Basic apartments with appliances and washers and dryers to resort-style apartments.
All right, so start the third quarter. Central up 14-0 on the Southwest Cougars. First half was exciting half of football. Both teams showing a little bit of great plays on both offense and defensive side of the ball. So Central's going to come out here in the second half. Aidan Evans at quarterback for the Warriors. Going to line up with 4 receivers out. And it's got number 28, Leo Bradley, in at fullback. So looks like we got a late run on by the Central Warriors. Number 76, Tayson Hawthorne, getting out there. So Evans going to take, snaps up. He gets it down and throws a pass up. And Tate Beam comes down with it. So
great catch.
I'm sorry, Jackson Conley that time. So
great catch. He went up and caught that ball at its highest point. I thought it was going to be an interception. It was coming down between 2 defenders, but he just went up and got it.
So great pass and catch there from Evans. It wasn't pretty. It was laid out there for a while, but he had confidence that his receiver was going to go up and get it, and he did. So
that'll be on a highlight reel on Huddle. Somebody just got mossed.
Certainly. So Evans, once again, got 4 wide receivers. Shotgun, takes the snap. Pass goes out, and it's going to be tipped by number 20 for Southwest, Joe Facio, on the deflection there. So it's going to bring up second down, 2nd and 10 on the 35 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Joe read pass and dropped out into the passing lane and got a hand on that one for a deflection.
So, Coach, what defense is Southwest running?
They're running the same defense that Central is, that 3-3 odd stack. And that's when you've got 3 defensive linemen, but then you've got all kinds of linebackers and D-backs that can play the pass.
Well, Evans is going to roll out. He's looking to throw to Altum. Altum's going to come back and catch it and going to get out of bounds. So nice little comeback right there by Luke, and it's going to be first down at the 20-yard line.
Aidan Evans rolled out and put that thing on a rope. That was a nice laser-guided pass.
There's something to be said. I mean, in today's football world, being able to roll out a la Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and to be able to throw on the run is what you need to be able to do to compete in football. So Evans is in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolls to this side, and going to throw out a little too high that time. Pass intended for Hayden Parker.
Something that Aidan did, another good thing on that last play, he's right-handed, rolling out to your left. And in order to get a solid pass down like that, you really have to get your feet and shoulders around, and he did that. That just comes from a lot of practice in a time when we haven't had a lot of time to practice.
So 6:38 on the clock. Warriors on the 20-yard line.
Sending the fullback motion to the other side.
Quick pass to Altum. Altum takes it. He's going to look for some
trouble.
blockers and score. Touchdown, Warriors. So Luke Altum with his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. And with the extra point pending, the Central Warriors are going to go up 20-0 on Southwest with 6.5 to go in the third quarter.
Based on the strong and the weak side, when you're in an even formation, double-double, that fullback is the only thing that dictates the strength of the formation. They pre-snap, they went out there and had him on the right, got the defense set, and then they motioned him over to the other side. That totally flip-flops responsibilities for your defense. And then a quick spot pass got him in.
Kick is up by Dyer, and it is good. So with 6:32 to go in the third quarter, Central's gone up 21-0 on the Southwest Cougars. We're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds with Central Warrior football.
See photos, rates, and floor plans for all locations we manage throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states. Welcome home to Lindsay Living. Affordable rates, available on-site management, attitudes of service, and amenities unmatched make residents love where they live and play. From value-packed basic apartments to resort-style living on golf courses, we manage options to fit your needs and wants. Apply online at lindsaymanagement.com for locations throughout Arkansas.
And we're back here at Harbor Wildcat Stadium with Central Warriors versus the Southwest Cougars, the 8th grade football game here. Banks Dyer, kicker, is going to kick up. A little short this time. Is going to go to number 13, Luis Zamorano. Zamorano finds a lane and had open field before he gets tackled by number 21, Dede Fonfindi. Apologize, Dede, if that's not a correct pronunciation of your name there, but let's just say Dede. Great tackle there in the open field.
That was a touchdown saving tackle by the shoelaces by Dede.
So, Dede, good job. So, Cougars going to go back out on the field. Looks like number 12, Gavin Connor, back in at quarterback. So, Connor has had an interception on defense today. We'll see if he can do anything on offense for the Cougars. So, Connor hands off. Going to be handoff to Gomez, number 21. Victor Gomez up the middle. Going to get a couple yards. Be about 2nd and 8.
Big number 70, Braden Phillips for the Central Warriors playing nose guard. It took two people to try to get any motion off of him right there. He was just stopping up the middle.
So you got Phillips, you got Daniel Esparza, number 31 out there. Ione Samuel playing linebacker, staying close to the line. It looks like 51. Holden Shaw also up there. Shaw with one big play on defense already today. So Southwest going to hand off again to Gomez. He's met in the backfield by a couple of Warriors, and they're going to be able to stop him. Going to be brought down for a loss of about 2 yards. So going to be 3rd and 9, 3rd and a long 9 from the 40.
The right guard and tackle for Southwest gave a lookout block on that one where they just kind of, their guys Olay past them and look out, tell back, here they come. You know, back in my days, if that happened, then I would beg the coach to let me give the ball to those linemen and let them run it and see what it's like.
So Gavin Connor, shotgun, takes the snap, and the throw is up and complete for a first down to number 11, Josh Shakaiko. So Shakaiko there with the reception. Coach, it looks like to me, I started to say there's some of those Southwest players seem to be moving before the ball snap.
They are. I think they're getting a little bit of grace, but I see Coach Jones chewing on that official's ear right now. Oh, that's Coach Watson. Coach Watson's giving them the business.
So
well, there's a flag.
Yeah, they did get the flag that time.
Okay.
So looks like got them for motion before the snap. So going to bring them back, and I've set them 3rd and about 14, 15 from the 39.
Penalty negates a good throw and catch right there. Just hitting that seam. You know, and that's the thing about when Southwest plays Central. You kind of know what hurts each other as far as the way to chink at the defense a little bit, because, you know, that is your system. You just got to throw a little wrinkle in there every once in a while, keep them honest. Blitz off the edge by Ione Samuel. What a catch.
So great catch there by Chicago. It's going to get him some of the yardage back. So look, similar play there, and he's able to catch it, but it's going to be 4th down. So it's going to bring up a big play here for the Cougars. Going to be about 4th and 6 from the 39-yard line. So we're going to see what Coach Upton has in the playbook here for the Cougars.
Well, it's the board says 4th and 5. So first of all, I would try to draw them off sides on a hard count. You've got plenty of time on the play clock to do that. Maybe try to draw them off twice and then call a timeout to punt.
The snap is up. He's going to look to throw. Pass is deep and complete to number 5, Isaiah Pointer. So Pointer's going to go down and got well to the first down. Gets tackled about the 10-yard line. So good pass and catch there from Pointer.
Pointer just ran right past the corner on that one. It was a very aggressive play called by Coach Upton, and fortunately it worked for Southwest. Let's see how Central reacts to this. If I'm guessing right, I'm saying that they're probably going to be pretty pumped up. it's going to be hard to move the ball on Central at this point.
So 1st and 10 from the 11. Southwest with a little bit of momentum here, getting the ball down to their best scoring opportunity of the night.
Blitz up the middle by Central.
And 21, Victor Gomez runs right past the blitz and gets about 8 yards. So
you know, when you blitz somebody, you always run the risk of running past the ball. And that's kind of, you can't just run in there with reckless abandon. You have to get in there and then kind of break down and be able to react. Good job by Southwest right there.
So they're going to give them the first down on that. So it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 1 yard line. So Southwest has got 3, maybe even 4 chances to punch it in from 1 yard out. So it goes spread. They're going to hand it off to Gomez, and he is smacked in the backfield like number 51, Holden Shaw, with another great defensive play there.
You know, a lot of times it's easier to score before you get in the red zone than it is when you get down into the red zone, because when you get down close to the goal line like that, the back of the end zone acts as another defender, and it just squeezes everybody down into the box. You know, their safeties were actually able to play like linebackers, and they sent linebackers. It was an inside and outside blitz on that.
So great defensive effort there by the Warriors. Going to put 2nd and goal now from the 3rd for the Cougars. They're still in that spread. Got 3 wide receivers, this time. Snap is up. Quarterback rolls out. He's going to toss to this side, and is going to be knocked down by Devin Williams playing cornerback out there.
You know, every week I see him play, he reminds me a little bit more of Damian Williams. He's got that build. He's got that explosiveness. A two-way player. I don't know that there'll ever be another Damian in this town, but he was electric, so to speak.
Yes, I said the other day his jersey's still hanging up at Central, and I don't know if it'll ever be replaced with another that was as skilled in all facets of the game at this age.
Man, I ran into Ben Cleveland at the grocery store the other day at Walmart, and we talked about how, you know, with that group, people used to, not even from this town, people would come and just watch practice, because even though they were good in game time, they did some ridiculous stuff in practice.
I believe Ben Cleveland is coaching as well, and he's in the Springdale School District still, or?
I don't know that he's in the district. He's a cattle farmer.
Okay.
But he has a youth league. It's either Springdale or Fayetteville.
Okay.
He said that he was having problems trying to get everybody together and organized because of the coronavirus, and, you know, trying to organize everything safely. You know, a lot of people were saying that if you're young that you can't be affected, but, you know, we've seen, you know, here and there that it can be tough on young people as well.
Certainly. I'm certainly hoping that we're able to stay at school, and, you know, with all the precautions that all the schools are taking, that everything goes well the rest of the school year, because I know these kids, not only on the football field but in school, they definitely like that social interaction, and they want to be at school, and us teachers want them to be there as well. So, you know, excited that we've able to start the school year off, and with the precautions that we're taking, hopefully we continue to have a great school year. So last incomplete there by the Cougars. It's going to bring up 4th and 3 with 2:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. So big 4th down here for both teams.
A lot of strategy going on in both huddles right now. You know, Coach Jones is telling his guys, you know, don't jump off sides. You know, you're right down. It's 4th and 3, on the 3. Southwest is, you know, you might want to try to draw them off sides, but you don't want to draw your own self off sides. It's kind of tough. And again, without having spring ball and summer ball, there's just, you haven't had a chance to create a lot of that self-discipline yet. And we'll see what happens here.
Gavin Connor in the backfield. We've got Victor Gomez next to him. Connor's going to hold. Going to roll out. Being chased by a Warrior. Throw is up. The ball is on the ground and recovered by Central. So looks like number 6, Cade Clinkscales, is the final one to jump on the ball there. So with 2:32 to go, Central's going to take over on downs.
Connor tried to roll out to his left. Central had an inside and outside blitz coming at him. You know, number 5, Isaiah Pointer for Southwest, was standing in the corner of the end zone wide open, but with that kind of heat in the kitchen, Connor just couldn't get it off.
So great play there by the Warrior defense. They're going to take over on downs at the, or take over on the fumble, I guess they're going to give them. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15. Aidan Evans is back in quarterback. He's got Devin Williams and tailback behind him. And he's going to hand off to Williams. Williams looks for a lane. Shifty, gets stiff arms a couple, gets out of one tackle. Going to come back, trying to get away. And he's going to finally be pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 7 yards.
I tell you what, Williams would be difficult to catch in a closed closet. He's just so quick. He's quick, shoebox quick.
So great run there on 1st down. Looks like they're going to give him about 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Warriors.
I'd watch Hayden Wood right here. This is about a time to catch him on a slant or a skinny post. Look at that big seam right there. A skinny post would be devastating.
So we're going to hand off to Williams. Williams going to try to get to the outside. He's got the corner. He's going to try to turn on the speed and get out there, and he does. And Williams is at the 50, 40,
he gone.
30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Warriors. Coach, we've said his name a lot. We've praised him in just about every way, but that is a perfect example of the speed that this young man possesses.
He just needs a crease, just a small crease, and he's gone. And the play before that, it's not just finesse. He's got some power and drive in his legs, too. He doesn't give up.
Well, I certainly thought that Southwest had a chance on him, but once he turned that corner, it was to the house, and no one was going to not deny that for him. So great play there by the Warriors, and it's going to go with the extra point pending. They go up 27-0. Banks Dyer out for the kick, and the kick is up off the side of the – so Banks' streak of successful extra points is broken, but nonetheless, Central goes up 27-0 with 1:52 to go in the third. We're going to take a quick commercial break and hear from some of our wonderful sponsors. We'll be back here in 30 seconds with more Warrior football.
Love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
All right, we're back here at Harbor Wildcat Stadium on a Thursday night of football games. We got an 8th grade Central Warriors taking on the 8th grade Southwest Cougars tonight. So far, Central up 27-0. Banks Dyer about to kick off the Cougars. Coach, what have you seen out of the Warriors so far tonight?
A lot of fight, a lot of drive, and they're just as always. They always have a few dynamic players. Between the 8th and 9th grade teams together, they have a handful of running backs that are pretty good.
Luis Zamorano on the return there for Southwest. Gets the ball up to about the 25-yard line. So
next time Central kicks off to Southwest, let's look at number 7, Ione Samuel, and just watch him cover down on a kickoff. He's just licking his chops, go down there and get a tackle.
He certainly seems like one of those kids that likes to hit no matter where he's out on the field. So
very physical. Him and number 5, Jackson Conley, also covers down very well on a kickoff.
So Connor Smith back in at quarterback. Going to hand off to Gomez. Gomez is met in the backfield. Like number 8, Tate Beam is going to make the final tackle there. A couple of Warriors kind of tripping him up before he got there, but Beam with the tackle in the backfield is going to be a loss of about 1 yard.
Central's getting a little bit of swagger in their step. A little bit of self-confidence in what they're doing.
So number 12, Gavin Connor, takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's got number 5 out here. Ball's going to be up, and it's going to be a flag. So
defensive pass interference right there by number 22, Lee Allen. I don't know. I think that flag was was deserved. He got a full body massage right there on that receiver.
So Allen with a little protest, but I think that not going to go his way one way or the other, and going to call pass interference. I can give a fresh set of downs to the Cougars. Coach, you talk about Samuel. I see Ione down there giving Lee, telling him to get his mind in the game. So he's a leader out there at linebacker as well.
Oh, yeah.
Gomez.
A lot of times your Mike linebacker, your middle linebacker, he is like that. He's a good communicator, somebody that's a leader. The players around them, they believe in him. He's kind of like the Mike linebacker a lot of times is like the quarterback of the defense.
So Tate Beam with a great tackle there. We've called Tate Beam numerous times, not just tonight, but over the year.
Number 44, Kobe White, has been doing really good tonight, too. He's a thick, muscular-looking kid, too. Playing at the defensive end called the anchor in this system. And he is an anchor.
All right, that is going to be the end of the third quarter. So we're going to march to the other end of the field. We're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break, and we'll be back here in 30 seconds with more Central Warrior football.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com. Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
All right, we're back here at Harvard Wildcat City with Warrior football versus the Southwest Cougars. 8th grade game right now. So Cougars going to hand off to, looks like number 5, Isaiah Pointer, coming back at tailback now. So, Coach, I can tell that Pointer is definitely one of those kids that's a playmaker for Southwest. They're trying to get him the ball instead of a wide receiver now, putting him back there at tailback.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to get your players in the game, got to get the ball in their hands one way or the other. There were a few years that we were running a little bit low on quarterback talent at Southwest. I would pick the best running back we had and put him right back there and let him teach him how to throw the ball a little bit, but how to run it even better.
So Gavin Connor, quarterback, he's going to take the snap, hand off to Pointer. Pointer's going to be met in the backfield by a couple Warriors. Number 44, you called his name earlier, Kobe White, and like number 60, Ryan Morales. So both of them doing a good job getting the backfield, disrupting that play. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 14.
Cade Clinkscales also came up from their middle safety. He came up all the way from back there. I mean, he's really playing aggressively. They're going to put him back expecting a punt right now. Not really a good place to run a fake at this point, so I would expect. They switched deep men. Oh, they're bringing heat. They're going to try to block it. Almost blocked it. It's a shank.
Punt is up, and
it's about a 2-yard punt.
On a battle for it. Looks like refs are going to blow the whistle, so Central's going to take over, like you said, about a 2-yard punt. So they're going to take over on the 38-yard line.
About a 2-yard punt. Years ago, we were playing at Bentonville, Washington. That was before they had all these, half a dozen schools they had. And Mitch Mustaine was a 9th grader. They pulled some dirty plays on him down at the bottom of a huddle. He came up out of there and giving the defense a little white knot and was ejected from the game. So Russ Greenlee Very good athlete, came in to take his place, and he had to punt a couple series after that, and he shanked one, and it netted a -6 yards. I hope you're listening, Russ.
So number 15, Evan Baker in at quarterback now. So coach getting some of these backups some work. That was number 32, Landon Moss on the 2 deep. So 15, Evan Baker taking over for Aidan Evans, getting some, with 5 and 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, some good time to get out there and get some plays in.
Excellent, and that just helps them when there comes down to a tight game or there are people getting tired or injured, and then you've got this second platoon with some quality minutes underneath their belt. It really does pay off.
Baker takes a snap. He's going to hand off to 32, Landon Moss. Moss is going to go forward for a couple yards. So
good run there, Landon.
Going to be 3rd and about 7.
Of course, he was following his left guard right there, the power play. Those linemen don't get their name in the paper a lot because they don't have a ball in their hand, but without the blocking that they do, the people that do get their name in the paper it wouldn't happen. That's the reason if you ever see a big old offensive lineman be able to pick up a fumble and run it in or something, that just makes their whole year.
They certainly are the unsung heroes of the game, no doubt about it. Baker's going to hand off to 32 again. He's going to go forward for about a yard, maybe 2.
Tayson Haythorne is that left guard for Central that I'm talking about. He needs to square up the stance just a little bit. You don't want to give away the times that you are going to pull, but they're young at this juncture. He's going to be a player in the future too. As well, Leighton Pittman, number 55. We've got a pretty good looking offensive line down there for Central's Warriors.
Peyton Haskins out there, lined up at receiver now. So
Brett Easterling is at the right tackle. No, he's right guard.
Baker's going to keep it himself and roll out, and he's going to get hit out of bounds. So
by Joe Fascio.
Turnover there for the Warriors. It was 4th down, but I'm sorry, this brings up 4th down. No, that was 4th down.
I think they're moving the chains.
Right.
I think, yeah.
Team wasn't getting off the field. Wasn't quite sure where we're at, but
11 on, 11 off.
3:49 to go in the 4th. Central's going to get some work in, second team on defense now as well. So I see some names like Peyton Haskins out there, the corner. Number 80, Charles Weber, playing back. Number 5, Jackson Conley still out there. So mix and match of some first and second teamers out there.
Charles Weber had a good game couple weeks ago. I think he was a receiver, and he had some receivers don't get recognized for the blocks that they do. He had some good blocking to spring the running backs.
So going to be a handoff to Gomez. He's going to run to this near side and get wrapped up by 53 and 74. I'm sorry, 53 and 14. 14 is Peyton Haskins, and 74 Landon Hughes on the tackle there.
Good gang tackling by the Central Warriors right there. Southwest isn't backing down at all. I mean, they haven't given up. There's still a lot of effort out there.
Connor gets his players lined up. They're going to take the snap, hand it off to Gomez. Gomez looks for opening at the top. Can be brought down from behind, or at least caught from behind, by number 6, Cade Clinkscale. So Clinkscale did a good job there of slowing him down and keeping him from getting much more yardage beyond the first down.
That name Clinkscale comes along with some a long history of football players. They've done a good job in Springdale too. Dalton Clinkscales, and there's been a Matt Clinkscales.
Matt Clinkscales, yeah.
He was a load. He was a big old boy. He was like Eddie George. He reminded me of Eddie George as a running back.
So Gomez is going to take it up the middle, fall forward for about 9. So a little bit of offense here with 2.5 to go for the Southwest Cougars. You know, Southwest they've done a good job at moving the balls at times tonight. So one of those things we talked about beforehand. It's, you know, they've just had some miscues at unopportune times. But
you know, and it's hard. Those are just drive killers whenever there's a snap over your head or a fumble or a penalty defensive, you know, but they'll, again, since there wasn't a lot of practice for spring ball and summer, we expect, even at the collegiate and NFL level.
So passes up, intended for a pointer again. It's going to be a little over his head this time, incomplete.
I think Pointer heard footsteps right there. He had a safety coming downhill at him, and then he had that D-back right in his hips, and I looked a little bit reluctant to lay out and reach for that one.
So a minute 56 to go. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Cougars. Ball on the 42-yard line. They're going to be down 27-0 right now, so still seeing if they can get in some quality reps here late in the game. They're going to hand it off to Pointer this time. He jukes. He's going to get outside. He's got number 14 Haskins there. Nice open field tackle to keep that from going further. What is a first down, but it could have been a lot more.
He ran about 25 yards to get that one. They were chasing him all over the place, but he was still sticking with it. And that's a testament to Central's defense too. When you've got somebody scrambling around, not only is that back hanging in there with a lot of you know, moxie, but you've got all your defensive people that are playing their lanes.
Connor in at shotgun. He's got Pointer in the backfield with him. Pointer just caught the pass, so wasn't in the backfield, but going to be another first down.
That route has been there all night long, but I'm surprised that Southwest hadn't called that quick slant to the single receiver side more often. Good catch, good throw, good catch.
So it looks like it's number 9, Jesus Nolasco in the backfield for the Cougars. So Gavin Connor takes it, hands it off to Nolasco. Nolasco is going to go up the middle, be met, and get about 7-8 yards. Pile on there. Got about 40 seconds left in the game.
I picked up about 8, counting the scrum at the end. Good gang tackling. You know, and that is the epitome of Southwest and Central football. You know, it doesn't matter what the score is. You know, they're going to play from whistle to whistle. And there were 11 oranges and 11 white jerseys all in there by the end of that play. These Harbor coaches like to see that.
Certainly. So Connor's going to throw. This time it's going to be met. Haskins with the little defensive play there. Got there right as soon as the ball, so no pass interference, and great defensive effort there by the cornerback.
Yeah, it really came up good. You know, the corner was in his back pedal, you know, staying low, staying controlled. And then when he saw that ball come out of the quarterback's hand, he stuck his foot, got 7 cleats in the ground, and broke up on it hard.
All right, so the clock has stopped with 7 seconds to go. Southwest is going to take it. The snap passes over the middle and intercepted. And it's going to be 32. Landon Moss on the interception there, and that's going to end the ball game. So 8th grade tonight, the Southwest Cougars 0. Central Warriors come away with the win with 27 points. So great first game for the Warriors. We're going to be back here in about 15 minutes with the 9th grade football action. So 9th grade Warriors versus the Cougars. Coach, we're going to sign off for now. We'll be back shortly.
You bet.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com. Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, we're making it easier to see a healthcare provider. Book an appointment online with one of our primary care physicians, or walk right into any Northwest Health urgent care without an appointment. Online check-in for ER and urgent care visits saves your spot in line before you arrive. With options around the region and around the clock, the care you need has never been easier to find. At Northwest Health, we're taking your care in new directions. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com. At Northwest Health, we've made it easier to schedule a doctor's appointment. Online scheduling for our primary care physicians lets you make an appointment at any time from anywhere. It's the new way to book your next visit. mynorthwestanycare.com.
back here at Harbor Wildcat Stadium. We're about to be underway with 9th grade football action, the Central Warriors versus the Southwest Cougars. So, great first game there, Coach, at least from the Warriors standpoint. We're going to see the 9th grade team come out here, talk a little bit about this rivalry. This is it for Springdale football, in my opinion, at the junior high level at least. This is Texas, Oklahoma. This is Alabama, Auburn. This is a big rivalry between both these schools.
It's the war of 4-12, pretty much, between Southwest and Central. We have two other junior highs in town, one in Lakeside and Georgia also, but the two oldest ones are Southwest and Central, and I think that just a lot of that tradition stems from Coach Bruce Matthews and Fred Hartsfield being at the helm of both those programs for so many years in a row.
Yeah, I had the benefit of seeing Coach Hartsfield at a volleyball game last year, and just sitting down with him and picking his mind and just listening to him talk about football in general or just athletics in general was a great treat for me last year.
Oh, Coach Hartsfield has been retired for a number of years now, and once a week I'll still get a scripture from the Bible from him, and he'll just send me a little bit of something and say, I hope you and your family are doing well. And he's just that kind of guy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we're here, Harbor Wildcat Stadium. Both these teams out here playing as 9th graders, considered freshmen at the state level, considered, part of really the high school program. So a lot of these Harbor coaches are here at the game watching, and, these two teams come together as early as next year and play on this field.
Oh, yeah. And, they've scrimmaged each other. They've practiced against and with each other somehow, and just the districts come together to try to help each other through this coronavirus time when it was hard to get reps and hard to even get to where you could touch the ball until the end of July, I guess.
So we are glad that we bring you football here on a Thursday night. We've got Central back to kick, and looks like it's going to be
Central's kicking off from right to left on your radio dial. It's hard to pick that thing up by Southwest. They finally picked it up at the 10. He brought it out to about the 14.5, maybe 15-yard line.
Number 1, Grayson Spurlock on the return there for the Cougars. And it was number 26, Carlos Camano, actually kicking this time. So a new kicker there, at least for this game for the Warriors. So it'll be something to take a look at throughout the night. So Southwest Cougars going to be brought out on the field by number 7, Bryce Exis at quarterback. Exis.
I've watched him grow up from a young kid, and he's pretty athletic.
So it looks like Bryce has got number 21, Cy Scott, in the backfield with him. So shotgun, he's going to take the snap, and Laundry on the field.
Ooh, I like that right off the bat. Central comes out in that 3-3 odd stack, but pre-snap, they stem it down to a forefront by walking a backer down on the end of the line. Given those Southwest Cougar offenses, they jump for a little bit too. Just, it's hard for a junior high offensive lineman not to flinch when your whole defensive line just shifts like that.
So it's going to be 1st and 15 now for the Cougars. First play of the game. Takes the snaps, going to hand off up the middle. Going to get a couple of yards, so
Central sticking with that forefront. That's a wrinkle that you can do out of that 3-3 odd stack is you can walk people down. You could be in a 5 front, just immediately if you want to be.
So you've got number 54, Landon Wilmoth, big defensive lineman there, and 71, Austin Lowmiller on the stop.
James Ransey's number 6. He's a linebacker in the box right there. Look for him to be pretty active tonight.
So Essex is going to keep it himself and get to the outside. Gets about a yard before he's pushed out of bounds by a group of Warriors. So, Coach, a little bit of speed there for Essex. You said he's an athlete. He definitely looked to tuck it and run at that time.
He's been scrappy ever since he's been a little kid. Got some good athletic ability.
It's going to bring up 2nd down. I'm sorry, that's going to be 3rd down. It's going to be about 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8.
So Central is staying with that It's not really a 4-2. That's a line, but that's a safety that's walked down there pretty tight is what it is. But it's really a 4-1. But you know, there's so many multiple looks that you can get out of that odd stack 3 front.
It looks like he's giving Southwest coach pause, so he's going to call a timeout real quick. And we're going to stay here. We're going to talk a little bit about this AV Tech class. If you were with us for the 8th grade game, you heard me giving the praise to Miss Dana Wright, teacher of these kids. And this production is all student-driven. So you've got a group of students behind the camera. You've got a group of students here in the booth with us doing the directing and producing. With the exception of Coach and myself, this is all student-driven and a great opportunity for these kids to get out there and learn about what it takes to put on a production like this. So throughout the night, you'll hear me give some praise and give some names out of these kids in the booth.
They do a good job, you know, just looking around. And, heck, I wouldn't even know how to take the equipment apart and put it in the box.
Yeah, you and I usually just jet out after the games, and they do all that work while we just get to leave afterwards. So.
Well, I'll jet down with my wife, Dana, and then wait for the kids to catch their rides, which sometimes I wish the rides were here a little earlier.
Students, if you're out there listening, or parents, you're listening at home, please make sure you're here to get your kids at the end of the ball game. So pass is complete there for the Cougars. Looks like to number 34, Will Langley, on the reception. So Langley got down low and was able to catch it and get that first down. So Southwest first down about the 25 with 6:40 to go in the first. Put a man in motion. They're going to hand off. It's going to be met, no gain on the play.
That'll actually be considered a pass when they do that little shovel toss and the speed sweep. You know, you see that in the collegiate and even pros. You see a lot of it in the pros now too.
Try to get the hand into your ball into the hands of your playmaker one way or the other. So it looks like 21 Scott shaking up a little bit on the play. He's going to head to the sidelines, so we hope he's okay.
I saw Mahomes do that to Tyreek Hill the other day, and Hill, man, he got around the edge. He was gone.
He's something special for sure. So Essex in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Ball's going to skip, and
it's tough to throw that little spot pass like that. And Central's bringing the house. I mean, they're getting a great push with their front line. They've got some linebackers coming downhill. That's the reason Southwest has resorted to those quick bubble passes and spot passes to try to get that ball out of the hands as soon as possible.
So you're going to be 3rd and 10. We'll see what Coach Bobby Watson has for the Warriors on defense here. Cougars get the snap. He's going to be looking to throw. Ball is up and incomplete. So got his hands on it, through the hands. Not wide open, but at least open enough where if he caught that, he'd have been first down territory and more. So number 3, Lance Daspit, I bet he wishes he had that one back, and it's going to be 4th down, and looks like the Cougars going to bring out the punt team.
No, Lance, I'll tell you what, that's Coach Matt Daspit. He does 7th and 8th grade football. Head coach there at Helen Tyson, who had a big win earlier. But that's one of his boys right there too.
Yeah, I saw Helen Tyson player at halftime as I was going down the concession stand, and you know it's been 5 years that Hellstern's beat Helen Tyson, so great win there from. You like to see competitive, even if Hellstern is our central school here. So, going to be kickoff to the Warriors. Punt is fielded about the 40, gets a couple yards, so Central's going to take over there on downs.
See what Central has on offense right here. I bet you they're going to I'm guessing they're going to do with, like Coach Wood typically does with his teams and establish the power and the counter.
So it is Braden Sprague starting at quarterback for Central this week. Sprague, and he's got number 2, Ashton Stewart, in the backfield with him.
I would look for a power. We're going right to left on your radio dial. I'd look for a power off to the left side here. Man in motion.
So ball's going to be handed off to Stewart. Stewart finds a lane, gets up, and gets over first down territory. So nice 11-yard gain there. First play for the Warriors.
That was actually a counter play behind a motion coming across the quarterback. Try to get that defensive end to follow the motion out and then run the counter up. And these Harbor coaches teach these junior high guys to run the power and the counter A gap. They're not running at B gap or anything. They're running straight downhill on train tracks.
Sprague gets the snap. Going to hand off to Stewart again. He's met in the backfield immediately this time.
He got hit so hard his mouthpiece flew out, and the quarterback caught it before it hit the ground.
So good play there by Southwest defense. Going to put 2nd and 11 on the chains.
They're going to take a little look, give that player a little look over right here, make sure that wasn't teeth coming out.
So it looks like we're going to.
Yeah, that's Ashton Stewart's going to take a little breather here for a minute. I think he's okay. He just got hit extremely hard and spun around like that. He's going to be okay. Pretty sure that was just his mouthpiece that came out. Looks like Southwest is sporting some new uniforms tonight.
I know those kids always enjoy getting those new digs.
Oh, yeah.
Sprague takes he's going to hand off this time to his big tailback.
James Ramsey, that's a big old boy.
James Ramsey. So Ramsey tumbles out of the backfield, gets about 4 yards on the play. So it's going to set up 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. So we'll see what Coach Foringer has lined up for Central on offense.
You know, when kids, especially in junior high, when they look big from all the way up here in the press box, they've got a little size to them in real life down there on the field.
Yeah, certainly. Sometimes I wonder when they're walking through the hallways, I wonder what kid from Harbor snuck in over at Central. But no, they're Central 9th graders. So
no, there's a flag right there. You can't jump and get back. Now, that's a tackle-eligible play. Central lined up with twins up to the top, single down at the bottom, but both those twins were on the line of scrimmage, which means if it's a pass, the inside receiver cannot go downfield. But in doing that, the single down here was off the line of scrimmage, enabling him to go in motion, but this left tackle in that instance would be an eligible receiver.
So going to be a 5-yard gain, going to set up a little easier yard to gain, 3rd and 2 for the Warriors here.
I think that left tackle was Zach Edens, I believe.
They're going to hand it off to Ramsey right up the middle, and he gets the 1st down and more. So you turn and hand it to your big tailback, James Ramsey. He plows ahead for the 1st down.
Got a little bit of inertia going on right there.
Absolutely. That momentum, once you get that started, it's hard to – mass times velocity, it's hard to deal with.
Yeah, he's a pretty thick kid, and he starts running fast pretty early.
So it's going to be Ramsey in the backfield again. Sprague is 3 wide receivers.
Again, that tackle's eligible on the right side. I don't know if they're going to bootleg out to 90-something.
This time it's going to be a handoff to Walker Brown. He's past the 20.
He's gone.
And he steps out of bounds about the 5 or 6 yard line. So,
wow.
So good run there on the little jet sweep.
Well, what that does is, you know, like I said, you've got twins to the bottom down here, and they take that single receiver and put him in motion towards the twin side, and then you have mathematically you have the defense outnumbered.
It is certainly a numbers game sometimes, so Central taking advantage there, getting out.
Well, if you can do that and then catch the defense shifting over towards that motion side, come back with the bootleg later. Ooh, look how far out that top receiver is up on the 10-yard line up there. He's just begging for a slant. Anytime there's that much space between him and the slot receiver number 7.
We got a little bit of clock management, but we're back on the field. Sprague's going to put a receiver in motion. He's going to hand off to Ramsey up the middle. He's going to be met, but not brought down just yet. You got a pile about the 3 or 4 yard line. So Ramsey with a little bit of a gain there.
Good play call. Again, they're just using that motion to outnumber the defense and run a power up underneath. Fake the speed sweep, and it gets your play side defensive end playing out wide and run the power up in there.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal on the 2 yard line.
Ooh, tight formation right here. 2 fullbacks, tailback, then they shift him over to the twin fullback side and try to run right behind them. Good job by Southwest Cougars stopping that play.
It definitely looks like number 3, Lance Daspit, in on the play.
Oh, Lance Daspit. I bet you his daddy's proud down there on the sideline. You know, and so Southwest has seen that when you shift the fullback over to a double fullback on one side, Central tends to run behind that. Wait for Coach Foringer to break that tendency tonight. He may run back away from it. You can run a good bootleg out of that, too.
Sprague is in shotgun.
Same formation.
He's going to hand off to Ramsey. He's going to go forward.
Did he get in?
Looks like they're going to put him down about the 1, so.
That'll be 4th and short.
Big 4th down call here early on. We got 1 minute to go in the first quarter, so big play here on both sides of the ball.
You know, Coach Foringer is kind of a pupil of Coach Matthews also, and I wouldn't doubt it if they just go ahead and punch it in. I'm kind of a fan of the bootleg right here, but.
So Sprague puts a man in motion. He's going to hand off. It's going to be Serrano this time, straight up the middle. Sorry, it's going to be Ashton Stewart, number 2 instead of number 3, straight up the middle for the touchdown. So touchdown Warriors, going to put them up 6-0 with 34 seconds to go in the first.
You know, Central that was the same type play. You know, you got your twins both on the line, take your single, motion him to the twin side, and outnumber them that way. Southwest is in some real trouble if they don't figure out how to make an adjustment to that.
So Carlos Camano, kick is up.
Man, he kicked it.
Is through the uprights and good. So
I think he kicked it over the dressing room.
Looks like it. So Central goes up 7-0 with 34 seconds to go in the first. We're going to take a quick timeout, hear some words from our wonderful sponsors, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with Central Warrior football.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us.
And we're back at Harbor Wildcat Stadium where the 9th grade Central Warriors just gone up 7-0 of the Southwest Cougars. Coach, what did you see on that drive from the Warriors?
Oh, just controlling the line of scrimmage, and they got onto that formation where they, motion and outnumber them with that single receiver. And if Southwest doesn't figure out how to make an adjustment to that, Central really doesn't have any need to do anything different.
So Carcamo kicks off. Going to be fielded by the Cougars about the 10-yard line. Ball is going to be on the ground. Looks like there was some scrambling for it, but looks like Southwest got it back. So going to be Southwest ball about the 21-yard line.
Good special teams coverage by the Central Warriors that time. Really playing disciplined football, staying in their lanes, evenly spaced out. I took lunch to my wife over at Central Junior High the other day, and I stayed a little bit after school, too, to watch a little bit of practice and noticed that they were practicing coverage on kickoff.
These coaches do a great job preparing these both sides of the ball, I'm sure. But I know the Central coaches work pretty tirelessly to get these kids prepared out here. So number 6, James Ramsey in the backfield. So,
He grabbed a hold of that running back right after he took the handoff and did the do-si-do, ran in a circle and threw him down.
So that's going to be an end of the first quarter with Central up 7-0. We'll go back on the field shortly with second quarter action, but want to take a little time to mention the students here that are able to put this production on and give you the great shots out there in the game and do our production and directing here in the booth. So for the 9th grade game, we have back at the helm our 2 leaders behind us here, our producer and our director. Our producer, Carter Wittenberg, and our director, Isabella Davis. Done a great job all year keeping everybody in their right place and making sure the cameras are right and keeping Coach and I here Some of this old technology stuff we wouldn't understand if these kids weren't in the booth with us. So.
Oh, not at all. And if something happens with my iPhone, I'm just going to have to give it to them and let them fix it.
Absolutely. So we appreciate the work they do, and they've got out here on the camera working for them. Camera number 1, we got Mazzy Hatch and Aaron Alexander this game. So see some great shots from those two. And then for camera number 2 this game, we're going to have Katrina Martin and Kayla Manning. So both of those students going to do an awesome job providing this football game to you. So we're back with action on the field. We've got Essex in at quarterback for Bryce Essex, number 7. So he's going to take the snap. He's going to hold on to it, and he's going to be met in the backfield. Looks like first one there was James Ramsey again, number 6. And I know seeing Ione Samuel there, Keontae Carter, I apologize. So great play there by the Warriors.
I tell you what, it looked like Central had 15 kids on the field that time. There was a lot of white jerseys around that ball. Essex was doing his best to run a little RPO there, run pass option. And just really the pass option wasn't there because of the coverage. He had to keep it.
So, Coach, we talked a little bit this year about these kids being able to watch something on Huddle. I watch these kids in class, and any free moment they have, they're watching game tape. And that's something that's changed in the last decade, something that they can just go out and watch. Passes up and going to be no good. So intended for number 1, Grayson Spurlock there. But
he almost made a great catch. It was going to be one of those one-handed come-down catch.
Call those Odell Beckhams.
Yes.
So, but how has that game tape changed things from when you were coaching?
Well, Huddle became popular the last, I'd say, 6 or 7 years when I was at Southwest. But it just totally revolutionized the way to watch film with the things being looped. Now, I started out film, it was reel-to-reel. And so it really had come a long way. Kids could watch it. I don't know if I would encourage it all the time, but it's been said that they could stay in English class and watch football film on their phone.
Yep, they certainly can. I mean, if these Central Warriors have some time, if they get the work done in my science class and they come up to me and ask me if they can watch game tape, I'm more than willing to let them, because I think it's a great endeavor that they're out there and they have something that they can be passionate about.
Yeah, a lot of times they make their own highlight films and stuff, but you can, as a coach, you can log on and see who's been watching film and what they've been watching and stuff like that. You can tell who's been doing their homework, and you can tell who's been making their own highlight film.
Maybe some of them wide receiver divas we talked about in the first game.
Oh yeah.
Spray's going to take the handoff. He's going to hand it to number 3, Serrano. He's got speed. He's going to get out here to the outside. Gets about 9 yards on the play. Coach, it didn't look like he was getting much, and suddenly he's got a 9-yard gain out of it.
Oh, yeah. Number 34 came up, Will Langley on the tackle, and 77 was in hot pursuit, Melvin. I don't have my glasses, but I think that's Veason. Think he's going to morph into something? Morphed into a fast defender that time.
Absolutely. So Serrano's in the backfield on this play. So had a little bit of speed in the backfield for Braden Spray. Spray's going to look to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Just in and out of the hands of number 16, Jackson Lanning that time.
I'll tell you what, both these teams are really putting out a lot of effort. And like we said in the 8th grade game, when Southwest and Central play each other, it doesn't matter what their record is. It doesn't matter what the score is. One team could be up 40-0. There's not going to be any diminishing effort at all.
Yeah, I know every year one of the things these coaches at Central talk to is, it's been a while since Southwest won, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be out there trying every down. And, someday the ball's going to bounce in their favor, and someday Southwest is going to get a victory, and you don't want to be the Central team that happens to. So
Central sticking with that formation that they had a lot of success with in the first quarter, where they go heavy to one side with that single receiver motion to the twin. And Southwest seemingly has made an adjustment. They, that wasn't a big gain like they were ripping them for earlier.
It is enough for a first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 46 for the Warriors. So James Ramsey with a nice little carry there, at least to get over the first down marker.
Is it Ramsey and Serrano going to be the Thunder and Lightning for Central tonight?
I feel that way. Serrano gets the ball this time. He's got a blocker out there with him. He's got the speed to get to the outside, and he does, and he's going to get about 12, 13 yards. So
that was Alex Reynolds, number 51, was the pulling lineman that he was following. 51's a load, getting behind those big old guys like that. That's good to see. Fundamental football, you know. Not super fancy, just, you know, they got a good foundation built at the junior high level, and then when they get to the sophomore, junior, senior level, they've got all that down. You can build further.
So it looks like a penalty against the Cougars is going to give the Warriors another 15 yards at the end of that run. So huge gain for the Warriors. It's going to put them down to about the 18-yard line. So they're in red zone action now suddenly.
What was the penalty on that, Joey?
I didn't see it. I think it might have been a little late hit as he was going out of bounds there. A little tackling on or maybe even mouthing on at the end. So we'll see here. Sprague rolls out to throw, and he's got number 7. He's open and going to be down to the 1-yard line. That was Evan Curry. So Curry, a playmaker for the Warriors. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking for the end zone every time.
Number 13, Braden Connor, came up. He just didn't wrap up. He hit him hard. You know, the kids see that on TV. They just see where people, those D-backs in the NFL, they just it's like a car wreck. They just hit them and they obliterate them. But at this level, you know, you really got to be fundamental, and that comes from not having spring ball and summer ball and actually having real tackles.
Sprague's going to hand off to Ramsey, and this time he's going to walk in almost untouched. So James Ramsey with the touchdown for the Warriors, going to put them up 13-0 with the extra point pending. So great play there, great drive by the Warriors, taking advantage there and getting it in for a score.
That was a nice solid drive by Central, just methodically moving down the field. Of course, they were helped by a couple penalties on Southwest too. That, you know, that kind of takes the heart out of it when you give up 15 yards that way.
So number 26, Carlos Carcamo, is back to kick.
I'm surprised Dyer Banks isn't kicking. Seems like he kicks everything in Washington County.
Yeah, but Carcamo doing well so far. It's right up the middle. Nice kick there. So looks like they may have found him a 9th grade kicker now, Coach, and let Dyer concentrate on the 8th grade. So with that kick, Central's going to go up 14-0 with 5:17 to go in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break and hear from our great sponsors here at Springdale Athletics.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community and want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence as Arvest.
Arvest Bank, our customers say it best.
All right, we're back at Harbor Wildcat Stadium with the 9th grade Central Warriors versus the 9th grade Southwest Cougars with 5:17 to go in the second quarter. Central's gone up 14-0, and we're going to see a kickoff here by Carcamo to some Southwest, 2 guys deep. So Carcamo kicks off. Going to be a short kick, filled at about the 10-yard line. Looks like he's going to run forward. Got a lane. Gets a little bit of yardage. He's going to be brought down from behind by number 8, Keontae Carter. So Carter able to save what could have been a even bigger play there. But nonetheless, it's a big, nice return for the Cougars. And they're going to take over 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line. So we're going to see what Springdale or the Southwest Cougars have in store on offense for this drive. So Braden Sprague is Central. How about Bryce Essex in at quarterback? Essex going to send someone in motion. He's going to hand off a little delay to number 2, Tristan Skelton. Skelton's going to be brought down before the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss about 1 yard. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. So nice little sweep there, or delay draw, sorry. Central was able to sniff that out, and all the defensive line converged. So with 4:26 to go in the second quarter. Cougars looking for something going here on offense. Snap is up. Essex is going to keep. He's going to look to run it, and he's going to be brought down from behind, this time again by Keontae Carter. So Carter making a couple of great plays on defense and pats the head of the quarterback. So great sportsmanship there as well from number 8, Carter. So like to see that at this level. These kids, once again, they're fierce rivals right now, but years to come, they'll all be playing together at Harbor someday. So it's good to see that sportsmanship by Carter out there. So Essex is in shotgun. He's going to put Grayson Spurlock in motion. Look and change the play up a little bit. And he's going to hand off to number 2, Tristan Skelton. Skelton gets about 4 yards on the play, or about 2 yards on the play. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about 4 to go. So big 4th down here, about midfield. We'll see what Southwest coaches elect to do in this scenario. Looks like the offense is staying out there, so we'll see a 4th down play here. It's 4th and 4.
Not really a safe place to run a fake, but I've been with Coach Matthews several times to where he did run a fake. He it is inside between the 40s. That was something that he liked to do. I don't know if Bryce Wagner's out there listening to this live stream. Mr. Wagner used to be able to just about tell when we were going to run a fake punt.
So they're going to talk about it either way. So it's going to be a quick timeout, and we're going to stay here, and we'll talk a little bit about Springdale athletics and Springdale schools in general as we stay here for this next play. So big 4th and 4. We don't want to lose it, so we're going to stay here instead of going to commercial break. So
Joey, how have the other fall sports done as far as staying safe with the coronavirus? Are the volleyball teams around town doing okay?
There have been some in town that have had to kind of shut down play and are missing some girls for sure. Central's doing fine right now. I know those ladies, they play tonight. I hate that, football and volleyball on a lot of the same nights, and we don't get to see them. I don't get to watch them. I love watching volleyball, man. My first year at Central was the first time I'd really watched a volleyball game in person, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, it seriously is to see those girls out there, working hard, and to watch a good volleyball game. I definitely hope to get to watch a couple more of those this year before the season's over. But so far, so good on the Central side at least.
Southwest has a really good volleyball team. Jody Coons does an excellent job. Shank on the punt. This may be another 2-yard punt like we had. Oh, the roll.
Takes a bounce for Southwest, gets it over the 50. So not a great punt. It's going to be about a 12-yarder in the books.
Coach Foringer dialed up some heat trying to block that one right there. And it kind of, if he didn't shank it, it would have been blocked.
You talk Coach Coons. Her daughter is now at Harbor as a volleyball player, and
Boy,
she is
player.
amazing. She is great. I mean, wherever that ball is at, she is there. And as a Central Warrior volleyball fan, I'm glad to see her move on to Harbor because she was something else.
I've seen video of her this lately anyway, just doing some drills at home and stuff like that. And and Coach Coons, and her daddy, Kelly Coons, they put a lot of time and effort into working with her, and it shows. It's just great to see parents involved with their kids like that, whether it's piano lessons, go to watch, drama, theater, football, cheer, all that stuff. It's just an opportunity to do something with your kids, and parents will never forget that kind of stuff, and the kids won't either.
Absolutely. And both of these schools is a perfect example. I mean, Southwest and Central both, the parent participation and the community participation is next level. I'm honored to teach at Central for that reason, the way that these parents are out there. So pass is up, caught by number 18. He's going to hang on for the touchdown. So Asher Potter with the completion from Sprague. He had a couple of Southwest Cougars there on his back. He was able to turn and keep his footing, hang on to the ball, and get in for the touchdown. So big play there, Coach.
That was a big play. The quarterback just put that ball out into green space where there wasn't anybody, and he ran up that seam, got the ball. Made a good catch, too. It wasn't an easy catch.
So Carlos Camano coming out for the extra point.
Southwest bringing heat.
Ball is
Southwest
brought the heat and
totally blew that up.
Sprague brought it down and kind of looked. I don't know if that was an intended fake or just the result of the play, but either way, it's going to be no good. It's going to be 20-0 for the Central Warriors. So we're going to take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsor. We'll be back here in 30 seconds with Central Warrior football.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
All right, we're back here at Harbor Wildcat Stadium when the 9th grade Central Warriors have just gone up 20-0 with 1:23 to go in the first half over the Southwest Cougars. So, Coach, that play right there is a good representation. Doesn't matter what the score is on the scoreboard, Southwest still going to try to bring it every play.
Absolutely, and you know that play on both sides of the ball, Central and Southwest, showed how prepared they were. You know, Southwest saw an opportunity on film how to get through those A gaps to block it. They came through, put heat on it, forced Central to pick it up and call fire, sending their wings out in the flats. Actually got the pass off, and Southwest had with the heads-up play actually were able to play defense and break that pass up. And those are junior high kids prepared for special situations. You know, when you watch the Cowboys and the Falcons, you know, and that onside watermelon kick that Dallas did, you know the Falcons know what the rule is. You know, you don't have to wait for that ball to go 10 yards before you touch it. The kicking team does,
yeah,
but the receiving team doesn't. And they just got deer in the headlights for a minute and lost the game over it.
If my brother-in-law is out there listening, he's a Falcons fan, and you know he's had some tough years the last couple of years. So Sprague takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. Got some room on this side, but closed quickly.
What a tackle.
So looks like number 21, Cy Scott on the rush, but gets tackled by, what was that, 18 coach?
I thought.
Asher Potter or?
You got me there. I thought 21 was on the tackle, but I don't see him on the field. I just found out that I have vision insurance, so I'm going to have to go get some glasses or something.
I wouldn't be able to see out of this booth if I didn't have mine on, so I feel you. These students that are in the booth here don't know how good they got it sometimes. Their vision and body doesn't ache, I'm sure, like ours does. So
there's some licks going on both sides of the ball right now down there.
Yeah, this heated rivalry, I mean, this is going to be the end of the second quarter, so we're going to go to halftime. We're going to keep it here. There's going to be Southwest for the 9th grade. It's going to be Southwest. Southwest is the home team tonight, so it's going to be their cheerleaders and dance team here at halftime. So we're going to be back in about 15 minutes with more Central Warrior football, but we're going to keep it here. We're going to send it out on the field and get a good glimpse of these Southwest dance team or Southwest cheerleaders out there performing for you. So we'll be back with more Central Warrior football, but for now, enjoy the show. Carcamo. So Carcamo puts the Warriors up 23-0, and now it's Southwest ball, 1st and 10 on the 31. So you haven't missed much. We do apologize for technical difficulties. Quick pass out is going to be broken up by number 12, Addison Mick. So Mick playing, looks like a cornerback or safety role there, Coach.
Oh, that was a double one back. Essex was throwing to, I believe he was throwing to Landon Langford. Essex really showed his arm strength there and put that ball on a rope. But the safety on the boundary side for Central came downhill and just broke it up.
Right,
Speed sweep.
Going to hand off this time. Going to go up, found some running room, and going to get loose and just gets brought behind, tackled from behind.
Who is that scat back for Southwest right there?
It's going to be Landon Langford.
Landon Langford.
So
how about that? Well, he just came shooting out of there like he came out of a cannon.
So good yardage for Langford. It looks like 16 Jackson Landing was the only one between him and the end zone at the end.
Langford's he's not just a physically imposing body out there. It was kind of hard to find him until he just popped out of there.
Yeah, he hid behind a couple of those big linemen and then popped it for a big gain. So Southwest has got some momentum going on their side here early in the third quarter. So be a quarterback keeper this time. He's not going to get much. He's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So Essex on the...
Yeah, Coach Foringer and Coach Watson. Coach Watson right now is coaching his defense up, trying to tell them to not give up at all. Bend, but don't break.
I can't say enough praise to all these Central coaches, but Coach Watson in particular. I had an issue with a couple football players the other day, and he was right there coming to our room and next day and brought them out there, and, boy, they sure did act well the next, 2 days of class. So I appreciate the work he put in. Pass is broken up. A couple of Central Warriors there on the play, but going to be incomplete. That's going to put a 3rd and 10. So
that's another advantage of kids being in extracurricular activities. They've got extra eyes on them also, and it doesn't always work out like that, but a lot of times teachers, feel comfortable going to a coach and asking for a little bit of help, with the student. They just need to work a little bit harder or do something a little different, and coaches are always willing to help out.
Yeah, they not only behave, most of them came up to me and told me they were sorry and shook my hand afterwards. So
that's good.
Great young men in that class, and even though they were acting up one day, I'm not going to hold that against them. So give me a handoff. Looks like
let's see the get up off the pile right there.
21. Cy Scott on the carry there. So they're going to bring up 4th down. So 4th and 10 very quickly there for the Warriors. They were able to stop a couple of key plays, and now it's 4th down.
Now this would be a great place. No, it's too far to do a fake punt at this. It's 4th and 10. If it's 4th and 5, I would do it for sure right here.
So they are going to keep the offense out there.
Personally, I would have that quarterback just do a quick kick from the quarterback position, so there's no one back deep and try to get the roll. They elect to get sacked. I don't know if that was actually a choice, but that's what happened.
So number 6, James Ramsey in the backfield, able to bring the quarterback down. So it's going to be a turnover on downs either way. Central's going to take over about midfield. So great play there on defense. Great stand in general. Shut down that momentum that Southwest had. They were driving the ball. Central said not tonight and was able to get them back. So.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was Coach Matthews' coordinator for 17 years and offensive coordinator. And if I had elected to not punt in that situation and then potentially give up that kind of field position, I think I would fill that size 9.5 shoe on my backside.
I know Coach Matthews is definitely a demanding leader out there. Does a great job with the Southwest team, though. So.
He was always big on field position, and I was always pushing the limit on running one more play.
You talk about, I believe that's number 3, Trey Serrano again, running up the middle. But for his size, he sure does, like you said, run angry.
He does. His legs are just churning before he he's just got an attitude before he even gets to anybody.
So 8 yards on first downs can bring up 2nd and 2 for the Warriors. Ball on the 46-yard line. So 1:10 to go in the third quarter.
I look for that heavy motion, run to the bottom, run into that strength side. Oh, you know what Central's doing a little bit different now. They're actually giving it to that jet sweep, whereas the first half they had been faking the jet sweep and giving it to the power up the middle.
So that's going to be Jackson Lanning on the jet sweep and gets the first down. So going to be first down for the Warriors. We get a little visit here in the press area by Dr. Todd Lofton, principal at Central, one of the great administrators that we have at our school. Dr. Lofton, Dr. TJ Weiss, and Stephanie Hinsey, new addition to our staff this year. We love the work that she's done so far. So we appreciate those administrators without a doubt.
Dr. Lofton is one of the most enthusiastic administrators. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's prime time, extra study time, or if it's ball game, if it's announcements, back to school, teacher meetings, and he's always been that way. My oldest son was at Helen Tyson when Mr. Lofton was there, and Roman, my oldest one, I'll still ask about Mr. Lofton. And if I see Mr. Lofton at Walmart, a lot of times he'll say, "How's Roman doing?" That's been years ago. He's a good man.
Yeah, absolutely. Great educator. Really cares about the students at our school, no doubt. So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So Central going to go into the fourth, 23-0 over the Southwest Cougars. So we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear from our wonderful sponsors. And we'll be back here in 30 seconds with Central Warrior Football.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Coach, we're back here. Nice Thursday of football. Central up 23-0. It's been a good night for the Warriors so far.
I meant to say something earlier. Are technical difficulties ironed out yet?
I believe so.
Okay. I know the two junior highs on this side of town for Harbor have structured their coaching responsibilities and their titles a little bit differently. Rather than head coaches, they have campus coordinators, I believe is what they're calling them. And I can't say enough good about Marty Edmondson and the job he's done as the campus coordinator for the football program at Southwest. They're paying attention to detail, staying safe with their PPE and their sanitation, for the coronavirus. And, a few weeks ago, I stopped by there just to see the old field house, and Coach Edmondson and Coach Upton were in there cleaning shoulder pads, cleaning helmets, making sure decals were straight, just making everything look right. And I think as a campus coordinator, Coach Edmondson is going to do a great job.
Yeah, that's awesome. We got Coach Edmondson. We've mentioned Michael Upton earlier. Of course, Bruce Matthews, Drew Samuelson, new addition to the staff this year. Drew's a close friend of mine. We did teacher training together, and then Willie Kirkendile down there for Southwest. So I know those coaches do a great job with this program and these young men, getting them. One of the things we talk about is just getting them prepared for Harbor as well. I mean, a lot of the success of Harbor football in the last decade can be directly translated to these junior high coaches.
Oh, and the junior high coaches, middle school coaches, getting parents involved in the youth programs. That's the way you got to do it. Is just start from the grassroots, and that's your elementary kids.
Sprague is going to pass it out to number 4, Walker Brown, and Brown misses a couple guys and gets ahead. It's going to be a first down. So nice pass and catch there for the Warriors.
Sprague really just flipped his hips and got that spot pass out there. Nice tight spiral, hit the receiver right in the numbers. And, again, it's a lot of times harder to throw a little quick pass like that than it is a downfield pass. And I've seen it.
I feel like Sprague is really coming to his own these last couple of games. He wasn't started at the beginning of the year, but I think he's done a great job out here, taking over signal calling. So
Another good pass just through the receiver's hands. But his timing is good. His footwork is good. He's got a nice tight spiral on the ball. I like it. Southwest has got him, 2nd and 10 now? If you're going to do something as a Southwest Cougar, you got to dig your heels in and try to hold your ground now.
So Sprague still in at quarterback. He's got James Ramsey in the backfield with him. Put a man in motion. Going to hand off to Ramsey. He's met in the backfield and knocked down by...
Might be Fazio. It kind of looks like his build from here. No, it's number 77.
It's number 77, Melvin Vassin. We called his name earlier.
Yep. 77, old Jim Jeffcoat. 77 on offense the last series pulled, and I don't know if that was an influence block to where he pulled and went the other way to try to get the defense to flow, or if he just didn't know what county he was in at the moment, but it sure fooled me. Central spreading it out, double, one back. Somebody's going to get a timeout. I think it's Coach Foringer.
So Coach Foringer with 6:13 to go in the fourth quarter is going to take a timeout. Central's up 23-0 on Southwest. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back here in 30 seconds with Central Warrior football.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. From value-packed basic apartments with appliances and washers and dryers to resort-style apartment living on golf courses with fabulous amenities, you'll love where you live and play. Visit lindsaymanagement.com to apply online and see photos, rates, and floor plans for all locations we manage throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
We're back at Harbor Wildcat Stadium with the Central Warriors up 23-0 on the Southwest Cougars. 6:13 to go in the game. Coach, we said it earlier, but I'm going to echo it again. These teams, Southwest, Central, both are going to play hard till that whistle.
Oh, yeah, that certainly will. It doesn't matter how much time's left in this game. They're going to play hard.
So we got empty backfield. Spray's going to look to throw.
Screen.
Give it out to number 7, Evan Curry. Curry makes a man miss, runs the far side, and does get shoestring tackled at the very end. So
Bryce Essex, I believe, came up to make that open field tackle. That's hard. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Essex.
Was number 2?
It was Alden Rosenshine. Alden Rosenshine made the open field tackle.
It's like Tristan Skelton.
Tristan Skelton.
That's number 2.
Too many twos.
That's all right. So Skelton, well, nice play there.
Good job, Tristan. And that was just a middle screen. I'm a big fan of screens and bootlegs. I love them. But, again, with the lack of spring ball and a typical amount of practice, those finesse plays are they're harder to learn in a short amount of time. We're what is this, 4th weekend of the season, 5th weekend of the season?
I think 5th week of school, 4th week of the season, I believe.
Yeah, and these kids are still learning on the fly because they just didn't have a lot of practice time. That might be. No, I saw Braxton Scott in a sophomore game a few Mondays ago throw a couple screens in the middle. But other than that, that screen by Central just a second ago might have been one of the few screens I've seen.
So
double fullback here.
Penalty there is going to be up 4th and 6 now. So
motion, so they've overloaded to the left.
We're going to off.
Bootleg.
Nope, throw is up, intended for Curry, and it's complete. So Sprague hung in the pocket, was able to let it go and make the completion all the way down to the 10-yard line to Evan Curry.
And that was a bootleg play action right there. They run that double fullback and then shift one over to make it heavy on one side. They've been running behind that. But like I said, in the first quarter, you can really set up a good bootleg out of that. And that's tough on that backside defensive end. They've got to what we used to tell them was set in the rocking chair. Stay at home, be a hero at home. Don't chase the play. That way when the quarterback boots out, you're there to make him throw it.
Sprague definitely had the heat. He stayed in there and was able to complete that clear across the field. So, a little show of his arm there. Ramsey on the run. Runs over a couple of guys and is in for the touchdown. So
how many people did he run over there?
11, I believe, unless they had too many men on the field. So touchdown Warriors is going to put them up 29-0 with the extra point pending. So great run. I mean, Ramsey, man, he runs over people, but he's still got a little bit of speed for his size as well.
He runs over them quickly.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Great play there. So after Sprague and the completion to Curry, this is 9th grade Central Warrior football, what they really try to do. Sprinkle in a couple nice pass plays with that power run game, and once again, Ramsey straight up the middle is going to be good for the extra point. So that extra point's going to put some more points on the board. I haven't updated yet, but it's going to be shortly 30-0. So 4:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Central Warriors 30-0. I think, Coach, is that going to put the running clock on at this point?
No, it's 35.
35.
Yeah.
So we're not quite there yet, but Central's definitely came ready to play tonight, and coaches had them prepared, and they've had a good game after coming off of a loss. I know this is going to be big for them to get back out here and show what Central Warrior football is all about.
Yeah, I think that Coach Watson's been putting a lot of heat on himself here lately because there's a lot of years that Central just doesn't get scored on very often. And, of course, this is a non-typical year. You've got a new defensive coordinator that really is not able to have a lot of contact with his team, and to teach like that. So it started off a little bit slow, but, this game is a lot closer than what it says on the scoreboard. I know it's 31-0, but it's like we said earlier, it doesn't matter what the score is. Those orange jerseys and white jerseys are going to be thumping all the way until the horn goes off.
So looks like the 8th grader Banks Dyer is out there to kick now. So Coach Forringer getting some of his second team in. So, vital with 4 minutes to go, you can get playing time to your second string guys. As a former coach, I know you know how important that is.
Oh, yeah. Just teaching the second platoon, third platoon.
So
and it's different to get game experience than it is practice experience.
Southwest is going to field it about the 6-yard line and not get much, so they're going to take over there.
I think he brought it out 1 yard to the 7, maybe.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 7 with 4 minutes to go. We're going to see if Southwest can get a drive going here. This is that time you still need to be running your offense and making sure that you're doing what you need to do out there on the football field despite being down quite a few touchdowns.
This has been a fairly clean game, injury-free. I don't want to knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anybody. But it's always a good thing to see a very physical game turn out with no injuries so far.
Certainly.
Double one back by Southwest. Make some defensive adjustments by the Central Warriors. It's going to be a pass.
Pass is up and complete.
Man, Essex has a good little arm.
Yeah, Essex head out there in a hurry. Looks like it was number 16, Jackson Lanning on the hit there after the Southwest Cougar player had brought the ball down. So
he got there quick with that tackle.
It was Grayson Spurlock, number 1, that was able to get the reception for Southwest. So 2nd and 2.
3-by-1 trips down at the bottom of the screen.
We're going to hand it off this time.
A little bit of dipsy-do.
It's going to be 21, Cy Scott. So Scott gets a first down.
That's a good run. Good run. Good pursuit by the Central Warriors, too. Now, it'd be so easy for both teams to let up when the score's like this, but they still got the same energy. Coach Upton calling in some plays from the sideline, trying to get everybody set up. They're going to be in a double one back again for Southwest. And Central's going to keep 2 in the box against that one back set.
Passes up, is complete to number 13, Braden Connor. Connor's going to complete about 7-8 yards. He's going to be brought down by number 2, Ashton Stewart. Number 35, Kelly Thompson out there as well. So Kelly Thompson got that long Thor hair going on.
I saw that earlier. I didn't know if that was astigmatism or if he had a hairdo.
No, he's one of those. Kelly Thompson and Alex Swanfield. They kind of have a competition to see who can have the longest hair out there. So
Quarterback keeper around the left end. Central was having none of that.
Be brought down by number 2, number 10, Andrew Saranapong.
That quarterback needs to ride that a little bit longer on that mesh. We call that mesh with the running back. Go ahead and put that ball in and bend your legs a little bit. We've had Trey Smith was a quarterback for us. I told him just add a little crow hop in there, just a little crow hop to delay it, and then pull it out. And it's like Houdini when he comes out of there. But Essex is a good little quarterback. He's going to get that down.
Yeah, it's something over the years. Southwest has had, a couple players here and there that were very key players for their team, and got a break here. Looks like he's going to be running to the end zone, but be caught.
Caught him by his
number
heel.
13, Connor Ruddick.
Was that Cy Scott running? I think it was. 21?
Let's see. Yep, 21, Cy Scott on the nice run there. So Southwest with a good gain. Going to be 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. So, a couple Warriors there still in pursuit. Like you said, fighting hard here till the end. A minute to go in the game.
When Southwest and Central meet like this, if you would leave it up to the kids, they'd play 5 or 6 quarters.
Kids are very familiar with each other. Essex drops back to throw. Ball's going to be up and incomplete. So no late flag on the play. Looks like they're going to get him for defensive pass interference, Coach.
I believe so. Just a little bit too much hand contact down there. Of course, we don't have the luxury of replay at this level.
So it's going to be a first down. Bring the ball down to red zone territory for the Cougars. They haven't been here much today, but I'm sure with 44 seconds left in the clock, they're thrilled to have an opportunity to punch the ball in the end zone here.
I don't think that I've seen Essex do a bootleg tonight. This would be a good time for him to do that.
He certainly has the speed, so.
Yeah.
Shotgun, he's going to take a step, he's going to fire, and it's going to be blocked.
Offensive line just couldn't quite keep that wave of Central defenders from crashing in on Essex that time. Tipped it down.
I think it was number 33, Ione Samuel, with the block there. So Samuel's someone that, he even runs a little bit on. He's played offense this year a little bit, but great defensive play there by Samuel.
Double, one back again. Central's got 1 in the box this time. They're expecting the pass, what they're doing. And it's a pass.
Throw, complete, out to number 34. So complete to Will Langley. Going to be brought down about the 5-yard line. There is a flag on the play.
That was a late flag.
It was. It's going to be interesting to see.
I don't know where it came from. It's kind of like that dryer sheet that comes out the bottom of your leg after lunchtime when you're at work. Don't know where that came from.
Well, they're marching it off. Looks like half the distance to the goal, so going to be 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line for the Cougars. So Essex trying to get the ball out quickly here with 30 seconds to go. Gets a man in motion. He's going to look to throw, and going to be incomplete.
Right he hit that receiver right in between the numbers of his jersey. Unfortunately, shoulder pads don't have hands. So it's hard to catch it with your shoulder pads.
That was Grayson Spurlock on the intended receiver there, and going to stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So Cougars looking to get on the board for the first time tonight. I know Coach Watson, that defense, very determined to keep them out and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. So Essex drops back. He's going to be looking to throw, and the ball is going to be up and incomplete. So Jaden Arroyos out there on defense, number 17.
Yeah, the receiver just got his feet tangled up with the defender. You know, that was all innocent contact right there. And he was going to run a post flag, try to catch it at the top of the W of Wildcats. And just kind of got tripped up there.
So good no call by the refs there. No pass interference. They just got tripped up. So going to be 3rd and 3 with 20 seconds to go. We'll see what Essex can do here.
Counter
He's
play.
going to hand off to number 21. He's got a wide open lane, and he's going to cut in for the touchdown. So with 13 seconds to go, the Southwest Cougars have gone on the board for the first time tonight. And that was number 21. We've said his name quite a bit tonight. Number 21, Cy Scott, on the touchdown run. So Scott puts the Cougars on the board for the first time tonight.
There, Southwest coaches are trying to scramble and find the kicking block, PAT block. I think they put a little bit of their equipment away in the toolbox a little early.
So it looks like.
Good job. I told you, Southwest, you know, down by 31 with 20 seconds, they're not going to let up until the horn blows.
And it looks like the kick is low and no good. So with 11 seconds left on the clock, that's going to put the score at Central 31, Southwest 6. So we're going to stay here for these last couple seconds of the game. Coach, let's talk about what we've seen so far.
Some good, solid effort, really, and that's what we expected coming into it. I'm really impressed with Bryce Essex's arm, his accuracy, the decision-making that he's had. Sprague, the quarterback for Central, I'm impressed with quarterback. Actually, skill play overall, but then I've been satisfied with the offensive, defensive line. It's a good game. I'm kind of partial to this little matchup here, you know, after 17 years of it, but it's a good football game tonight.
Yeah, certainly a matchup that our community gets behind, all the coaches and players, and we'll say it again, it's great that these teams compete hard, and then years from now they'll be at Harbor with each other. So good to see that sportsmanship and these guys come out there. So
man, sportsmanship is one of the best things about this, and both coaching staffs and schools, administrators do a great job, you know, trying to, in times like these when a lot of people don't know how to treat each other, there's no place for that in athletics, and I think it's athletics is a big melting pot, and just learning how to get along and thrive, and not just get along, but thrive and advance with one another.
Certainly there. So that is the final buzzer. Zeros on the clock. Central's going to be up 31-6 at the end here. So great win in the rivalry game here for the Warriors. Southwest came out and played a hard-fought ball game. Like you said, Coach, the scoreboard doesn't really reflect the game necessarily, but nevertheless, the Warriors do take a win away here, 31-6. So
who's Central have coming up this next week? Do we know?
I do not have the schedule here in front of me, but we will be back on the air, I believe, on Tuesday. Or actually, we are in, with us being in conference play, we'll play someone from Springdale next Thursday. It'll be an 8th and 9th grade game here. We'll get both teams. So we'll be back a week from now. Signing off here, my name with the AV Tech class and everybody that's here.
Farmington.
So we got Farmington here next week on Thursday, but it'll be 8th and 9th grade game. So we'll be live streaming that again. So if you check us out on YouTube, we appreciate all the work with Springdale Public Schools, Dr. Todd Lofton, Athletic Director Wayne Stellick, Dr. Jared Cleveland. My name's Joey McCashin. I'm here with
Rob Wright.
We appreciate you tuning in to us tonight, and to all the kids behind us, thank you for putting on this great show, and we will see you here next week with Central Warrior Football.